Beyond the selfie, the hard realities of New Delhi's Rome pivot. The viral internet phenomenon of the Melodi trend represents a masterclass in modern diplomatic optics, but focusing solely on the digital hype risks missing the profound structural shift occurring between New Delhi and Rome. What began a few years ago as a mutual exercise in public relations has solidified into a high-stakes, institutionalized alliance. The formal upgrade to a special strategic partnership and the execution of the Joint Strategic Action Plan prove that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's camaraderie with Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni is driven by cold, calculated national interest. For over a decade, relations between the two countries were entirely frozen by the toxic legacy of the 2012 Italian Marines case. The deliberate display of personal chemistry from the very top has been weaponized as a psychological tool to break through decades of bureaucratic inertia and signal to both nations' industries that the past is permanently buried. By wrapping hard geopolitical realities in the soft power of viral social media, New Delhi has successfully turned a public narrative into a strategic shield. At its core, India's intense pivot toward Italy addresses three critical geopolitical vulnerabilities. The European gateway. Following Brexit, India lost its traditional gateway into the European market through the United Kingdom. With Germany and France heavily focused on rigid defence sales, Meloni's Italy has emerged as India's most vocal, sympathetic advocate within Brussels, helping to breathe life into the long-deadlocked India-EU Free Trade Agreement, FTA. 1. The anti-China infrastructure grid. Italy's historic exit from China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, was a massive victory for Indian diplomacy. 1. By locking Rome into the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, IMEC, New Delhi has secured Italian ports like Trieste and Venice as the definitive western terminal nodes for Indian cargo bypassing traditional maritime choke points. 1. Defense and Intelligence Autonomy. As India seeks to aggressively reduce its historical dependence on Russian military hardware, Italy's sophisticated naval and aerospace defense industries are entering joint co-production agreements on Indian soil. Furthermore, unprecedented intelligence sharing between India's Directorate of Enforcement, ED, and Italy's financial police highlights a deep trust aimed at choking transnational terror networks. Ultimately, the Modi-Meloni alignment is a powerful reminder of how modern diplomacy operates. In an era of shifting global alliances and supply chain vulnerabilities, personal chemistry is no longer just a byproduct of a state visit. It is a vital geopolitical asset used to secure long-term national security and economic autonomy. That's